Greetings, my name is Keisha and I'm coming to you from Zone 11 in South Florida. So I am out here today. It is January 4th and I'm going to be doing some garden cleanup. Right before the year ended, I had started planting like tomatoes and I planted out my collard greens and some kale and some Swiss chard, cabbage, broccoli, and certain things did not survive while I was on vacation. One, we got a lot of heavy rains along the way, so right before I left for vacation, I did not fertilize the garden. I was kind of like trying to pack and get things together, close out the year before we headed out. And certain things that I was like working on, I kind of left it in place and I didn't put them back where they belong. And other things have kind of gotten blown around in the winds. So I'll be spending the next few days trying to put things back in order. You all, there are bugs out here. My yard cart, some of the rain has gotten trapped in some of these container tops. I have a few more GreenStalks that I did not post about before I left, but I did purchase 4 GreenStalks, and I have them divided into 7 4 tiers. So instead of having 4 7-tier GreenStalks, I have them divided into 4 tiers high and 7 throughout the garden. I did plant some onions in those, which I'll be showing you. I can just show you right now. Let's just turn you this way. You can see them. See there? I have my onions right there. And I'm going to also have to move some things to the compost bins that I've had to start and restart throughout the garden. And let's get started. Oh, also, don't judge the gloves. They got left out. I have gloves. All right, let's get started.
In the garden we breathe all the flowers in line. Sunshine woman close so.
So one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to empty out the tops of these GreenStalks because they have water that's sitting in them. I really need to get the GreenStalk covers to go on top to help prevent this rain water and the sprinkler water from pooling up inside and just helping to aid in the mosquitoes, because our mosquito population does not die just because it's winter time everywhere else. All right, now, the next thing, my grapefruit plant is right here in the front. So I am going to move my grapefruit container plant to the back behind that wall where I have my other citrus plants growing, well, some of them growing. It'll get more light back there during this time of year because it is winter. We don't get as much sunlight for as long and does not get as hot during the day as it usually does. So to help protect it, I'm gonna move it to where I know it'll get the most sun possible. So let's get to moving. Next thing, y'all, just pull up weeds wherever you find them. All right, let's go to the back. So this bin has been used for composting. The bushes over here have gotten cut recently, and there are like this debris, there's limbs and things everywhere. I'm going to try to salvage what I can for my compost. I'm gonna kind of clean this area up. I need a rake. I just use my hands, but that's what I have. Okay, so this little spot is my kind of orchard area. It's a very tiny area, as you can see. Like, it's not wide, not too deep. But I have several fruit trees growing back here. I have my peach tree, which is this one right here. I have a sumo tangerine, which is right here, and it's starting to bloom. I have a pomegranate, which is right here in the front. It's getting nice and tall. I need to prune this because it's going to be too tall. Down here, I have a struggling Meyer lemon. I will repot this as soon as these lemons turn yellow. I know if I repot it now, I will be killing all of the lemons off of the tree. And I know I should not have any lemons on here, but you know what? They bloomed. I let them live. I take my 5 little lemons and then I will give it some nitrogen and it'll come back with the leaves. Okay, so it is still very much alive. I also have this right here. This is a calamondin. Okay, and you see it is loaded with fruit. Some of them are almost ready to be harvested. You don't want to pull them off. If they come off without, you know, much resistance, they kind of just pull off and you know they're ready. If they don't come off, they're not ready. So allow your fruit to tell you when it's ready by falling off basically the plant. I'm gonna take off these weeds while I'm here. Now the garden tore down. All right. Go ahead on and take this. I'm gonna toss this into my compost bin later. This tree right here, this is actually a mango. As you can see, everything back here, they're all in containers. It was oregano I picked up from Walmart. It didn't make it. I think I forgot about it, honestly. So the dirt in here I will keep. Expensive dirt. Okay, so expensive soil. I have a raspberry that unfortunately was buried underneath that debris, and it's still living. I will also put this, I may put it into the ground back here. I may put it into a container. My family does like raspberries, and I know that raspberries grow, they continue to spread. They're runners. So we will see if I end up getting a container for this, or if I put it into the ground. I have a feeling I'm gonna put it into the ground, probably back here in this corner somewhere, because it does seem to like this particular area. So, raspberry plant. I did have 2 other raspberries that I actually did kill because I put them in the ground, but I did not realize that in previous years I had put down some black fabric, and over time I had put like fabric down, and then I put soil down to grow like flowers and things, and I'd forgotten. And so the plant wasn't able to grow deep enough into the ground, and I didn't realize it until it had died and I was planting something else in the ground, and then I was digging deeper and I saw the fabric coming up. So I'm gonna try it again with this raspberry right here. Oh wow. Okay, so one of the babies fell off. So these fruits, they actually do get larger than this. This one fell off. It's probably the season changes and why it turned orange so soon. But you actually eat the entire thing. They are orange, but they are not sweet like oranges. They taste more like a lemon that's not as sour. It's a sour orange meets lemon, somewhere in between there. So, but you do eat the entire thing. You can use them like you would for like lemonade. Some make a calamondin aid, you would call it, from these. They're also good if you're gonna make like a margarita or something for the citrusy flavor in them. So I will be keeping this, and I'm going to support this onto here like that because it is so loaded with fruit. I'm allowing it to kind of lean on the other part just to keep it together. Let me go ahead and grab my grapefruit. I'm gonna put my grapefruit right here in this corner. I wish I had a rake with me. I don't have a rake just back here in this area. I wish I did, because I would be raking all of these leaves up and throwing them in here while I'm just here, but it's okay. Okay, so I have my grapefruit tree. I'm gonna stick it right here in this corner. Some of these pots have a watering base and the other ones do not. The peach tree does not. I need to clean all that stuff out of there. The mango tree does. This right here was actually in a sour, no, this was a card orange. It died. It got too much water. The soil I used was the wrong soil. It was like a mixture of some compost I had, some soil I had, and I thought it was going to drain enough, and it didn't. And it was like the fruit fell off first, and the flowers fell off, and the leaves fell off, and then it was just like, it was too late to save it. So I have some lettuce growing in here for right now, but I am going to move because it's a large pot. So I'm going to, well, so it is a large container, so I'm not going to throw my container away. I'm going to move probably the pomegranate, possibly the mango. One of those two will go into this container. And then I need to purchase another container for the other plant because they both need to be put into larger containers. Go ahead on and get some of this stuff up. Y'all, did I lose my other glove? Am I down to, oh, no, I have it right here. Okay, let me grab my green gloves. I have my green and red gloves. And I have on my green and red socks. Put these things up. I'm going to put this into this tree for right now. Okay. So our next bulk pickup day, I'm going to be throwing this table away, probably the bench, and then I have some other old wood from before I put down the white raised beds back here. So I'm going to start throwing those things away. I've got everything else settled kind of where I want it for good. So I'm able to get rid of some of the old things that are no longer going to be of use to me in the new garden space. Water. I have a water thing right here, collecting for the water side. And then these leaves, I'm gonna dump these leaves straight into these bins. I move those across. Frogs. This right here was a lavender. It is now just a bunch of weeds growing in here. Throw all this out. I'm gonna throw this in the front. Be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Take these containers here. Let's stack these here. And then I have a table back here. I'll put this on top of my table. Okay. So now my mango plant, I need to get in here. I need to get up all of the weeds that are down there growing. as well. This is my peach tree. I don't want to put my hand back there. Okay. So it's not perfect, but it's better than it was. Got that cleared up. We'll cover these up. Oh no, not this. That cannot go in there. That won't. Not in there. Okay. I know you all won't believe this, but I'm actually hot. I'm sweaty. I know some of you all have snow on the ground outside, and I'm out here like complaining I'm hot. But I am. Just different zones. So when you hear people talking about, your grow zones and make sure you know what's good for your grow zone, this is why. Because can you imagine me telling you all who have snow outside to go outside right now and put down some tomato seeds, or go clear out the leaves, and you're like, we did that in like November. What's she talking about? So for me, these aren't even leaves that have fallen off of our trees. This is a result of us having our hedges trimmed. So, but if you do have your leaves still, you're still getting fallen leaves, save your leaves, compost them, the branches, all of this, you can use it in your beds later. So right now, I don't have any beds that are open I can just kind of throw these things into. I'm going to plant some tomatoes in some of my beds in the middle, and I will be able to compost around my tomatoes later and add these into it, because tomatoes will grow roots and the rhizome, the little fur, hairy fiber thingies. They actually do grow roots though, okay? Because you can take a snipping of a tomato, put it in water, it will grow roots, and then you can transplant that cutting of your oh my god, what's it called? What's in between the two? I got the name. So you can take cuttings from your tomatoes and actually make new plants. So there's a huge argument about, are they just fibers or are they roots? The tomato plants can be grafted. You can graft into a tomato plant. You can also just graft the plant itself from cuttings, from stem cuttings, and then put it into water. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead on and just get back to work. So now, this bin, I need to add some holes on the bottom. It's collecting water unfortunately. So at some point, I guess I'll do it now. So there's still water inside of there, but it's a lot less now. I still need to put drainage holes in that one, even if I use it for my regular storage, because the holes will allow the water that still gets inside of the containers to be able to come out slowly over time. So that spot, you all, it looks a little better in person. I don't know how much better it looks on camera, but in person, it looks better. Yeah. This now has a lot more light back here. I'm gonna go ahead and I might move. What did I do? I want this table to be gone. That's what I really want. Trying to see what I can move where. Maybe I'll put this up here. Do I want to do that? Oh, I know what happened. This has to be tilted for the door. So the door opens. That's why it's tilted like that. The door opens. Oh, look what that is? That would be callaloo. Pretty sure that's callaloo. There's silk root back there. Possibly, not sure. Might not be. Okay. Whew. All right, y'all. What's next? What's next? These boxes, they're going back up. So support. I think it's stake up this mango tree. I think it's hot but there's some lettuce in here. Turnip that has. I need to go through my rocks and just like take a rake and just rake through the rocks to help get up any of the weeds that may have fallen and started to root in between the rocks in there. That was a lettuce plant. I'm not even gonna bother. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully these flowers that are on here stay to become fruit. Because when I repotted this, all of my other fruit fell off. It got an infestation of some kind. I got rid of the bugs, but they had done their damage by then. So that was that. My peach tree. It needs some fertilizer. Got that up. It's looking like a little something back here now. Let me put these, I'm gonna stack these over here, like that. I'll put these weeds into a trash bag. Okay. Okay, so this area is now much cleaner than it was previously. I'm going to let it be for now. Let it be the way it is. And come back for that trash. I will pour down vinegar another day for the weeds along the sides. Whew, you all, I think that's it for today. Like, I got the orchard cleaned up. This video did not start off and end the same way, but that's fine. I am very pleased with what I got done today. So, got through, I cleaned out the orchard area, got up the fallen debris from the bushes that I didn't realize was, as much. Got my compost bins over here, started back. I know for a fact that this table is going to go to compost, to bulk pickup when it comes back next time. I kind of rearranged my fruit trees over here, so I now have, let me show you right here. So I have my grapefruit, my sumo tangerine or mandarin, whichever one it is, my Meyer lemon, my calamondin, my pomegranate, my peach tree, and my mango, and my little raspberry are all now in this area. I think I'm going to bring my ponderosa back here, you all. 1 second, we're not quite out yet. Carefully moving my ponderosa because I have a fruit on this branch. I don't want it to fall off. I think that's going to be it. Yeah. All right, so thank you so much for your time today. Have a wonderful afternoon, wonderful day. Happy New Year again. And if you haven't started your garden, grow something. Fruit tree in a container. You can put it on a balcony or anywhere. All right, have a great day. Bye.